Very often we think of the sacraments purely in terms of receiving something. So for example, the sacrament of the Eucharist, we receive Jesus' body and his blood. In the sacrament of reconciliation, we're receiving Jesus' mercy and forgiveness. But it's always good to keep in mind that the sacraments are two-way streets. Yes, we get forgiven, as in the sacrament of reconciliation, but we also give God the joy of being reconciled to us. We give God the opportunity to do what he loves to do, and that's to forgive us. And it's a joy that we don't comprehend. I mean, God knows how much joy it gives him. In today's scripture, Jesus says that when one sinner repents, all of heaven rejoices. All of heaven rejoices. This is the parable of the lost sheep and the shepherd that goes out to find that lost sheep. And it describes the joy of the shepherd in finding that sheep. So again, it's good to keep in mind that the sacraments are two-way streets. And this can also be applied to prayer. Let's say you go to pray and you think, well, I'm not into it. I'm just not in the mood to pray right now. And that's fine. That's like 70% of the time. Jesus never promised us that prayer would be something exciting all the time. But what does happen 100% of the time when we go to pray, no matter how we feel, we give God the joy of being in our presence. God is overjoyed that one of his children has just showed up and decided to be in his presence. So again, it's good to think of prayer and the sacraments as two-way streets. Not only do we receive a grace, but we give God the joy of being in our presence. And that alone should make it worth the trouble.